go now that you know you've gone too far? How you gonna live if it's not like a superstar? You can't hide out if everybody knows where you are. Where you gonna go now that you know that you've gone too far? It's much too late to turn around. You were young and having fun, how is it that you didn't know? Living fast never lasts, you're gonna reap what you sow. It's much too late to turn around, too late to turn around. Much too late to turn around, too late to turn around.
The first question I have for you is, where did you come from? What brought you to this point?
I come from here. I come from Annapolis. I was born at the Navy Hospital. I was an Army brat, so we lived in Germany. And in Germany, I first saw the cover of a Jimi Hendrix record and just stared at it. And I wanted to play guitar, ever since then. Not necessarily to play songs, but to make noises with it, And just, I was obsessed with him since then, since the third grade.
Uh-huh.
And I remember in Germany in the third grade, every Friday we could all bring in a record and the teacher would play it. And all these kids had like Mickey Mouse records and I had Jimi Hendrix Purple Haze. And the teacher sent a note to him and said, no, we should bring a record that he listens to at home. And my mom wrote the note back, this is all he listens to. So since the third grade, that's what I wanted to do. And it wasn't until I was like maybe 13 that I got my first guitar, which I still have, still play it every day. And just learn, just taught myself, just dropping a needle on the record and learning. And I really had a knack for it. I learned really fast.
Did you read music when you were coming up?
No, not at all.
It was just all by ear?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm still terrible at that right now. Although I teach kids every day how to read music, but for me to do it myself,
It's work.
Yeah, it's work. It's work.
Cool.
I can teach you to do it though.
Well, I can read music. I just can't play anything.
Right.
In the future, what do you hope to be known or remembered for? Your legacy?
Just that I did my own thing, whatever I wanted to do, and just try to be an example for people where you can live your life the way you want to live, and just be yourself. You're fine. And just hopefully, my main focus and goal in life is to make people forget about, their problems for a little while. Don't worry for a little while, a couple of hours.
That's nice.
So, and it helps me to not worry for a couple of hours too. So that's my favorite thing about playing, is to be in that space where everybody is just, we're not thinking about politics or problems or money. We're just grooving. That's what I like. It's my favorite place.
That's neat. How would you describe our scene to visitors? What should they not miss?
The Annapolis music scene, they should not miss a Friday or a Saturday night on Stan and Joe's, or a Sunday morning in 49 West, or Sunday or Saturday evening in 49 West. I got to experience Ram's Head on stage, Ram's Head in the front window, Middleton's. You got to go there on a Saturday night when it's so crazy and packed. And I mean that's pretty much it. I think there are a lot of solo artists who play. Metropolitan is always a good place to see somebody, because mostly you can do your original stuff at Metropolitan, so that makes that place really cool. So it's just a lot to see, a lot of different kind of acts too, but I think everybody's kind of unique, nobody's really copying each other here, and and hopefully we all respect each other for that.
Very much so. So I'm going to add a question into our list. You began to play out acoustically kind of late.
Yeah.
How was that adapting?
It was really not scary. I'm never really scared of anything, but it was different. It was hard because I spent my whole life playing in bands, and and you're just playing one role. But when you're playing by yourself, you got to fill that whole universe up by yourself. So it's a little bit daunting at first and difficult, and I'm still getting the grip of it. That's why I used to love to see guys who could just sit down and do that and fill that space up by themselves. There's a lot of local guys that are so great at that. And I would go and watch them first to see how they did it. Like I'd watch Jimmy Davies and guys like Jordan, Soulful. Those guys are so good. And I just watch to see what they were doing to fill up all that space. And it kind of helped me do it. And the thing that turned out really good for me is I became more of a minimalist when I do it. So I'm not worried about playing all the parts like I was at first. Now if I just play the bass line and sing, and I'm fine with that. And it helps me be a better singer too.
What do you take personally from music? What does it give you?
It's a strange sense of purpose. I guess like if you are a doctor and you're doing something for somebody, you feel like you're giving to the world. To me, I feel like I'm adding something positive to the world. But then when I think about it, it's like, wow, that's kind of egotistical. You're just playing some songs, dude. But what I get from it is connection with the audience, or just even if it's just one person in an audience, it's like a connection back and forth. Like I said before, where we're not thinking about our problems or politics, and the music, is all that we're focused on, and it bonds people, from different walks of life. We play for rich people, people who don't have money, this color people, that color people, and you all can relate to a song. That's the one point where we all can come together and love this one thing, a song, no matter what our lives are like. So, I mean, I that's the biggest thing I get from it, and just to see people, having fun or commenting on, my music and stuff. So,
Well, and we talked briefly, privately about when you're playing acoustically or anything else, and people like to drop in and say hey, and they feel that they have a really very strong relationship with you through the years.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I moved back here. I lived in Europe for a while, and I lived out west, for a while, and it was fun. But the thing that's missing is the people who, come and see me, who've known me for years. Mm-hmm. It really is comforting to see, my friends, if they just peek in for a minute. I don't know if people who go to see musicians locally really know what it feels like to have somebody come specifically and just say hi. You don't have to stay all night, stay for one song or not even one song, but it really, really, helps you get up the next day and do it again. It really means a lot. I don't know if people who come to see us know that, but it really means a lot to us.
It's a sense of continuity.
Oh, yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah.
So, our last question for you is, what would you consider to be the perfect gig? Where would it be? Who would be with you? No rated R stuff?
No rated R stuff. It would probably be outside, and it would probably be in the daytime with a nice breeze and a nice, crazy audience. As far as musicians, that's kind of hard to say. I know a lot of great music. I would have 10 drummers and 10 bass players. But just the people who are positive and open-minded to my way of playing, because a lot of my way of playing is improvising. I'm notorious for not having, a lot of band practices, because I try to pick people for their personality, and then we go on stage and see what happens. Mm-hmm. And a lot of musicians kind of don't like that. They want to know what's going to happen.
They're training wheels.
Yeah, the unknown is so exciting to me. I don't know what's going to happen. It might be good, might be bad, might be the best thing ever. You just don't know. So that's what I like. So it'd be musicians who are open-minded to doing that and fearless in a way. I know, a lot of musicians, but only a few of them are really fearless in that way, to where they'll jump up there. Come on, yeah. What do you got?
And take a challenge.
And take that challenge and have a good time doing it, because that's when it turns out right. when you're not afraid. And
Right.
when I go and play, I'm not afraid, of what, what happened. You can hit a wrong note, so what? There's real problems in the world.
That's right.
So so it'd be my fearless musicians. There's a few of them, and I'm not going to name them.
Yeah. We can talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Okay, last question, and then we'll wrap up. Where can people find out, aside from Naptownmusic, where can people find out more about you and your schedule?
My website, www.michaelmchenrymusic.com. All my original stuff is on there, my schedule is on there too, and a couple of mugshots of me.
And how many albums have you done now?
I think 11. I don't know if all of them are on there. I have 3 full CDs that are mixed and mastered and are ready to go that I just haven't put them on the internet yet.
And so people can buy music through your website as well?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Or if they call me and ask me, I'll just give it to them. Don't tell them. That's bad business, but you know what I mean? So
Yep.
It's cool. And it's great. The internet, is two-edged sword. On the one hand, you don't get paid for your music anymore. I mean, I used to get checks in the mail every now and then for my songs selling, really nice checks. But now, I mean, the last royalty check I got was like $72, I think.
Wow.
And, but the good thing about it is, I have people in Australia and in France and, some Asian countries that email me and, tell me, oh, I love your music. And, they ask me, what did you mean by this line and this line? And I really, really like that because it means they're listening to it. They ask me, what did you mean when you said this in this song? So that's the greatest thing ever, so that's better than money, I think.
Well, I know you've got a daughter, obviously,
Yeah.
and she's getting older.
Yeah.
Now that she's getting older, are you going to be playing more away from home, or are you going to stay close to home, or all of the above?
All of the above. I stopped traveling so much because she was little, and then when she was starting school, it was really a hassle, and I didn't like leaving her, so she would have
Being
to go.
a single parent.
Yeah, single parent. So she would have to go with me, and then I wanted her to have a more stable life, have friends and stuff. So, and she does now, so that worked out really good. And now that she's older, if I go, she still wants to go.
Well, but she's studying music too, and playing.
Yeah, she's into music a lot, and writing and all that stuff. So I maybe will be traveling a little bit more, in the future, because it's fun for her too. She wants to do it, and she told me, she'll let me be her guitar player someday.
There you go.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Couldn't be better,
Yeah.
right?
So I still got a chance.
Cool. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Here we go. When your father died, not a single tear fell from your greedy eyes. It took me much too long to realize that you're dead inside when your father died. It seems your one concern. Well, suppose there's something that you didn't earn. My time with you is just a lesson learned. Now the tide has turned since your father died. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 yeah. could you be so cold? Among your treasures are the hearts you stole. But 1,000 lovers cannot fill the hole in your empty soul. When your father died, when your father died, when your father died, when your father died. Kind of personal.
Just a little bit. do another one.
Okay, here we go. The song is called Fantasy. It's all about love and whether.
The fantasy part of love?
Is it all a fantasy? That's what this song
yes.
is asking. Could it be love is just fantasy? Could it be all the sexuality? Is this madness keeps me hanging round your door? Or tragic sadness keeps me coming back for more? Could it be love is just fantasy? There must be so much more than what we see. Is this madness that keeps me hanging round your door, baby? Or tragic sadness that keeps me coming back for more? When the one you choose decides they have no use for you, and you go your separate ways, then what will you use to fill that empty space you save for the treasure that you crave? Yeah, fantasy, yeah. Yeah, fantasy. Could it be love is just fantasy? Could it be only sexuality? No. Yeah. Sorry about my sore throat.
No.
Can
I ask you to do one from Butterfly?
Butterfly? Wow. The song Butterfly?
Yeah. Or the same CD. It was pre-CD, of course, but album.
Do I remember that song? You know, if I can get the first line, I'll know it. I'll try haven't done this song in probably, I don't know how many years, okay? Once I held a butterfly in my hand, so carefully. You know I gave that butterfly all I had. She promised she'd never leave. Then something happened, that old north wind, yeah, carried my butterfly south. You know I still get a lump in my throat. Her kiss is still in my mouth. Fly like a butterfly. Fly like a butterfly away. Fly like a butterfly, yeah. Fly like a butterfly away. The scent of her hair is still on my pillow, where her head used to lay. There's still a warm spot in my bed. I hope it never goes away. Then something happened, that old north wind carried my butterfly south. You know I still get a lump in my throat. Her kiss is still in my mouth. Fly like a butterfly. Fly like a butterfly away. Just like a butterfly, yeah. Fly like a butterfly away.
That's very nice. Thank you.
I haven't played that in about maybe 10 years, I think.
That's cool. Thank you.